When you are struggling with drug or alcohol addiction, this can be a very tough time of year when you have holiday parties. You have people meeting at bars, going out and about. But there is a local group that is putting together an alternative. We're talking about Rise Recovery, and we are joined by Jessie Hinojosa. She's the Director of Operations and Strategic Initiatives at Rise Recovery. And Jessie, first of all, thank you for joining us. And we're talking about something called SoBAR Nights, SoBAR Nights. Explain to me what that is and why it's so important.
So we wanted to offer an option for individuals struggling with substance use during the holidays specifically to have a SoBAR bar night. So this is a night specifically for adults ages 18 and up to be in an environment where they are with other peers who want to be safe and sober. So we're offering just that environment for a fun night that is an alternative to a club or a bar.
And some of these are taking place at actual clubs and bars, correct?
Absolutely. And so for us, we're hosting it at our community center at Rise Recovery, which is located at 2803 Moss Rock, right off of Vance Jackson and 410, very centrally located. And so we have a coffee shop here that we use during the week. And then we're starting this once a month activity, SoBAR Nights, at the coffee shop and in our auditorium.
I was actually out at that campus a couple of weeks ago, and it's a really neat facility that you guys have there. Talk about the need for not only this alternative during the holidays, but why do this all the time? And how can people really get involved here if they want to?
Absolutely. So substance use and recovery affects everyone who's struggling with those issues on a daily basis. This isn't something that takes a break for the holidays. It doesn't take a break when you are in a different environment than one that's your recovery community. And so it's important for us at Rise Recovery to offer a safe space for individuals every day of the year. We recognize that holidays are often the hardest time to stay sober. You're in an environment with family and friends who are often using, where they're drinking alcohol. Eggnog often is spiked. There's a lot of opportunities for relapse, for return to use. And so for individuals who are wanting to stay safe and sober, we want to make sure to offer them that safe space in a community of people who help support them within their recovery.
A safe space. I like that those terms. Is there a way? Do you have to make a reservation? Can you just show up? And how can you learn more about these programs on a monthly basis?
Absolutely. So it is there. You don't have to make a reservation. It's you come to the door. We are asking for a $5 donation at the door to help support the programming that we have here at Rise Recovery, which you can find out if you go to our website. You can find out more about it, www.riserecovery.org. And if you are an individual who is needing access to support services right now, you can also call our telehealth line, 210-SAY-CARE, and we can help connect you to resources both within our community here at Rise Recovery and then throughout Bexar County and the surrounding areas if you're needing some immediate support with recovery and with sobriety.
All right, I want to make sure I got that again. It's 210-SAY-CARE, SAYCARE.
That's correct.
Awesome. Great.
Do you have any advice for people during this time of year? We all want to be with friends and family, especially after the last several years. So any advice you have for people on ways that they can prepare themselves if they know they're going to be in an environment where there may be others drinking, or conversations they can have with friends and family ahead of time so they're not in that situation?
Absolutely. So a really great thing that we do here at Rise Recovery is help people who are in our community with understanding healthy boundaries and speaking up for what they need within their own lives. And so I know people who are working this program with us, and it's very valuable for them to say to their loved ones, in order to support me in this moment in my life with this struggle that I'm having, I will not be drinking, I will not be using, and I would appreciate the respect if that's kind of kept out of my line of sight. We can also encourage individuals to find a sober buddy, whether they're working a 12-step program and they have a sponsor, they're going to a meeting, they've made connections, they have someone that they can reach out to be that extra support in those moments of difficulty. And if they don't have that, that's where Rise Recovery can come into play with the SoBAR night that we have, and with our annual activities throughout the year. We have meetings throughout the week, every night, and our services are really here to just wrap individuals with the love and care and support that they need, no matter where they're at within their recovery journey.
What if you're on the flip side of that? Let's say you have somebody in your life who you know may be going through this, and you want to initiate that conversation to say, hey, how can I help you through these next couple of weeks so that you can be able to enjoy the festivities and gatherings, but in a safe way? Is it as simple as just asking, what do you need?
100%. 100%. If you have someone in your life who's a loved one and you want to love them through that support, how can I help you? Are you struggling? How are you feeling today? How's your mental health? Is there something that I can do to help support you? I see you. I see the struggle that you have. I know you and I love you, and I'm so proud of you and what you're doing. If you're not comfortable having that conversation, we at Rise Recovery also provide support services to family members and friends who have a loved one who's struggling with substance use. And so even if it's not you who are using and need help with that, if you have a loved one who is, we provide those services as well.
You know, Jessie, we had the itinerary up there for Saturday night is the next SoBAR night that you guys are having. And I know oftentimes when we talked about it during the pandemic, and I know it is still continuing post-pandemic, but people isolating, people being by themselves is not a good thing when you're dealing with problems with drugs and alcohol, correct? Absolutely.
Recovery it's about community. It's about people, places, and things, and making changes in all of those aspects of your life. That's why we're a community center. We're wanting to provide a space for the community, for our community, for individuals who need support because of their own use or the use of a loved one and how that's impacted them in their lives, wanting to make a change. It starts with one step. It starts with planting a seed. It's not an overnight process. And just like it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a village to make a change in the life of someone who's being significantly impacted by substance use. Community is vital and is key. And one of the biggest deterrents to becoming sober that we hear from our youth and our young adults is that they don't know how to have fun when they're sober. And what we really want to do at Rise is teach people how to have fun without the use of a mind-altering substance, because joy is possible without the alcohol, without the marijuana, without the opioids, without the substances that make us think we're having fun when we actually aren't.
Jessie Hinojosa, the Director of Operations and Strategic Initiatives at Rise Recovery. If you need help, asking for it is often the hardest part, and Rise Recovery, one of the many places in the city where you can go and get that help. Jessie, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Have a good evening. We'll be right back.